Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. Generally, we found in Kerala that when we are explaining our literature scientifically, logically and rationally, people started thinking in a different way. They started thinking instead of blindly, logically. Many questions asked by the people belonging to other religion or their own children. Nowadays, many Keralites are in a position to give the answer for the questions asked by the atheist, the leftist, the other religious belonging people, or even their own children. So you have also to learn scientifically, logically and rationally. Today I will be explaining to you about Purana and Itihasa. Small duration. Puranas are stories. Stories of kings, stories of asuras, devas and rishis, ordinary human being. 18 Puranas and 18 Upapuranas give you the stories of the human being. It may have some link with the history. Sometimes it may not have any linkage with the history at all. However, the ultimate aim of the Puranic stories are not to create devotion in your mind. Maybe a small part of it may be having that type of goal, but not completely. Vijnana Vairagya Vivakshaya Vibho. Scientific temper is to be produced for leading a glorious life. The ultimate aim of Puranas or our literature is to elevate the human being from Asadoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritamgamaya. So, for an ordinary man, if you are explaining the experiences of other people, or if you are directly giving the messages, or if you are telling the truth about the life, he may not be in a position to digest it, understand it. So, stories, everyone likes it very much. So, when you convey the messages for a glorious life through the stories, there are two stories of human beings, the stories of kings, stories of rishis, stories of devas, asuras, rakshasas, and stories of ordinary human being. This will give an empathetical situation for every human being. And from those stories, you should take the messages. Those who are doing good, how he is living. Through the story you will get the knowledge about it. Those who are doing bad, a king who is a devoted king, how he is living, how the nature is protecting. Another king, Hiranyakashipu, is a demonic king, how he is being punished by the nature. His own son Prahlada, a good devoted man, he was also a king from Asura Kula, but still he was good. So you need not be bad even if you are getting your birth from the bad parents. You need not be good even if you are getting the birth from good parents. And if your mind is good, your thoughts will be good. A good mind produces good thoughts. And from good thoughts, good action will come. These three are complementary. Bad mind produces bad thoughts will be producing bad action. So good mind, bad mind. Good thoughts, bad thoughts. Good action, bad action. So our life, every minute, every day, every week, our ultimate aim is to do good work. For doing good work, good thoughts should be created. For creating good thoughts, good mind is to be created. For creating the good mind, for an ordinary man, when our level is lower, then stories are the best thing. Stories are the best method. But when you are elevating from that, when the time comes, you have reached a level for taking the messages directly or through the experiences of other people, then role of the story is over. And even for the MBA, Master of Business Administration, you can see the stories connected with the business used to be told. Experiences connected with the business used to be told. Messages connected with the business used to be told in the classroom. And the truth and fact about the business used to be told in the classroom. Just like that, even the 21st century stories are important for everybody. Our forefathers thought that for common man to understand the in-depth messages connected with our day-to-day life, instead of giving the experiences of other people, better to give the stories. So 18 Puranas and 18 Upapuranas are written. Many of the stories are exaggerated stories. Why the exaggeration came over there? The answer is very simple. You should not wrongly think that it is history. When exaggerations are there, you will not think that it is history. If exaggerations are not there, since it is the story of a king or a devotee or a rishi or a maharshi, sometimes you may get misled thinking that these are all histories. Definitely historical parts are there in Puranas, but all need not be histories. So why we are listening Puranas? Exclusively to create a mental attitude to move from bad to good. When your mind moves from bad to good, then automatically your thoughts will be moving from bad to good. So your action will also be moving from bad action to good action. Then as a result of good action, naturally good result and good reward we will be getting. When you get good result, actually that is what is meant by the life. When you get good result because of the good action, then that result will be leading you to good reward. So you will be getting the award for your good action and good result. So good mind or mind, thoughts, action, result, reward. These 5 words are the foundation stone of Hindu Dharma, where you can see that, the good mind, mana eva manushyana karanam bandha mokshayo, that mind is to be converted from bad to good, for which the first level is stories, Puranas. When you reach the second level, that is the second level is Mahabharata level. 1,25,000 slokas are there, in which 60,000 slokas explain you about the stories. The Puranic stories are connected with the rishis, devas, kings, human being, and so on. Whereas Mahabharata stories are directly linked with the stories of animals. Stories of animals. And 65,000 slokas out of 1,25,000 slokas. That 65,000 slokas explain the experiences of Pandavas and Kauravas and those who supported them or opposed them. So out of 1,25,000 slokas in Mahabharata, 60,000 slokas in between the other 65,000 explain you the stories of rabbit, tortoise, owl, crow, tiger, lion, and so on. Stories of a crocodile, stories of a fox, stories of a jackal. These are all the stories used for conveying the message of good people and bad people through the animal stories. Remember, the stories of the Puranas and stories of Mahabharata are different. Stories of Puranas are directly linked with the Devas, Asuras and Manushyas. Stories in Mahabharata are linked directly with animals, birds, serpents and so on. Ultimate aim of the stories in Mahabharata is to convert the bad mind into good mind. Particularly aimed at converting the bad mind of Pandavas and Kauravas to good mind. that when we read that message, we will be getting. So Mahabharata is the combination of stories and experiences of Pandavas. So when Gandhari tied her eyes, she could not see how her children was growing. Children were growing. So a mother should never close her eyes. If she does like that, her children will be suffering. If the king is blind, his children will be suffering. If the problem creators like Shaguni are within our home, the problem will never be starting from outside, problem will be starting from inside. And remember that these type of messages, experiences are given in Mahabharata, connected with Pandavas, Kauravas, and those who were with them. When we listen to experiences of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, experiences of Abraham Lincoln, experiences of bad people like Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden, or Gaddafi, or Veerappan, we will be understanding how the bad people will be surviving and how their life will be ending. How the good people will be surviving and how their life will be ending. So goodness and the bad qualities are all directly linked with the experiences explanation. Experiences explanation in Mahabharata. So today I have told you about the Puranas and Mahabharata. Now it is your duty to learn as many stories as possible from Puranas and take the messages from Puranas and then explain it to your children and others. Explain it in such a way that they are all Puranic stories, not histories. There may be a bit of fact about the history also. And when you are coming to the point of Mahabharata, stories are there, but the stories are connected with animals, birds, serpents and so on. And the real experiences, historical experiences of Pandavas and the Kauravas are also there. That gives you opportunity to understand how good people will be surviving, how bad people will be perishing. Instead of our getting a direct experience, we learn it from others' experience. This we should try to understand. My pranams to you. Thank you very much.